What up, though? Last time I did a video, I was talking about never being at somebody else's discretion. Um, Definitely a fact, but to a degree, we are always at somebody's discretion to a degree, especially like God. But because I've had a few people come holler at me and say that, what you mean, man? You got bosses at jobs and motherfucking you got relationships and family members and friendships, and there's always a moment where you basically at the will of somebody else, all depending on the circumstances. Yes and no, because if you think about what I was trying to say, what I was trying to say ultimately is you always got a choice. For example, the jobs. Yeah, you're like, nah, I ain't got no choice. I gotta go make this money. I gotta clock in. I gotta, do what they asked me to do when, whatever my project list is, I gotta complete that. So if I don't complete that, I'm at the discretion of these people whether or not I get to come back and work some more and make some more money. Yeah, but you could also quit. You could also take the mentality of the situation and say, yeah, I'm doing this and doing that for this paycheck, but I'm doing this and doing that for this paycheck because I'm gonna take this money and I'm gonna go do something else to where I'll be at my own discretion, meaning I'll start my own business or I'll start investing and making money, make money, and having it and being able to do what I want with my life. Or I'm gonna, be an artist or something and start making my art while I'm working this job. And once I start releasing my art to the public and having, commercial pieces where people can buy it and things like that, then, I won't be at the discretion of this job. I can walk away at any moment, you know what I mean? So, and I understand, like I said, conditioning, broke, kids, spouse, whatever. And in a sense, you're at the discretion of those things, being broke and having kids and having to do for them and blah, blah, blah. But let's keep it 100. Free will is for real. You ain't got to take care of them kids. I know it sounds messed up. I really do. I know it sounds messed up, but you don't. You don't have to love nobody. You don't have to like nobody. You ain't got to hang out with nobody. You ain't got to be nobody's friend. You ain't got to work in nobody's job. You ain't got to be her husband. You ain't got to be her boyfriend. You ain't got to be his wife. You ain't got to be his girlfriend. You ain't got to be her son. Even though you were born, you don't have to be that. You can never talk to your mama ever again. And eventually, at some point, you won't. Because she gonna die. Your brother gonna die. Your sister gonna die. Your daddy gonna die. You gonna die. Kids gonna die. And when they gone, what's the difference between the way y'all lived when y'all was alive and when they gone? If you decided at any moment, I'm just not about to deal with these people, I'm gonna go do whatever the fuck. I'm gonna go be a fucking bum if I want to. I'm gonna go walk the streets aimlessly looking at the sky and not give a damn about what people. I mean, you can do this. You have the free will to do whatever you want. You got the free will to get up, go grab a gun and put it straight to your head and blow your motherfucking brains out if you want to. Now, there's what I believe a much higher power, a creator, and you might survive that because the creator wasn't gonna let you go. Some purpose or something, who knows? But you had every choice, and once you recover, you can go pick up the same gun all over again and do it all over again. I'm pretty sure that next time it's gonna work. That's just my thoughts, but that's what I meant by never being at somebody's discretion. Even if I'm in the situation, it doesn't mean that I have to look at it like that. Like, they rule over me, they own me, they controlling what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. Nah, that's just like, had a female I was dealing with, and she was dealing with somebody else. And I was like, so you just gonna let this, you know what I'm saying, this motherfucker come through, fuck you, da 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 da, whatever the case may be. And she hit me with, who said that this nigga came through and fucked me? Who's to say I didn't come through and fuck him? Because I'm thinking in my mind, you telling me all of this because in the end it didn't work out the way you planned it. Motherfucker used you, whatever the case may be. He done ran off with somebody else. He ain't answered the phone, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking from the complaints. But when she said that part, I was like, because it's all about hype. How you perceive everything. Side note, PS, for anybody who actually checks out this video, and the folks that I know that I've been dealing with, if they catch this video, no offense. Even if you do take offense, I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't care like that. You can come see me. Y'all, you know where I'm at. That's the crazy part. You know where I'm at. So you can come see me about it if you want to. And it ain't gonna make no difference because, in particular, the people that I've dealt with that recently I've lost, so to speak, it's not a problem. And y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, chances are if you want to do a physical fight, I hope, you know, you've been working out or whatever, because ain't nobody been able to do it yet. As far as beat me physically, they had to shoot me to stop me. But same thing with the discretion. Once again, had a homeboy, we cool for years, and we always have some type of issue that run us away from each other, you know what I'm saying? And then we'll come back, act like it ain't nothing, keep on moving. This time went into some business, and most people know the business deals, that's when, you know, a lot of feelings get hurt. A lot of people really, like, you know what I'm saying, feel like they got it stuck to them, you know what I'm saying, to where they like, man, fuck that motherfucker, I ain't fucking with them, you know what I'm saying? And I don't actually feel like that, but I'm gonna live like that because I'm not gonna be at that person's discretion. And that's what they tried to do to me. They tried to make it to where, you know what I'm saying, I'm dependent on them. They try to make it to where, you know what I'm saying, in a sense, I was not valuable on my own, and I needed them, and I gotta do what I gotta do the things that they want me to do the way they want me to do it, because they wanted it to be done that way, and because they're supposedly superior and they're way up here, and then they got this, and because they have some resources, like as if I don't have none. And the crazy part is they wanted to do, and are probably still trying to do what I've already done. And that's part of the reason why they wanted me to be a part of what they're doing, because I already done it. And I have, quote unquote, some resources they ain't got. But because I wasn't willing to do things the way they wanted it to be done, I had to release myself from being in their discretion, meaning I had to show I'm not at your discretion. I don't need you. I don't need your love. I don't need your care. I don't need your money. I don't need your time. I don't need your comments. I don't need where you are. I don't need none of that. I don't need it. That's the crazy part is, you know, a lot of people, they want to be needed, but it's so much better to be wanted in my eyes. And I wanted that person. I wanted to be with that person. I wanted to do business with that person. And the crazy part about it was all the signs around me were telling me, man, fuck that shit. Don't do that shit. Just be cool. And I should have said, nah, I got other plans, things that I'm doing, da, da, da. And we could have stayed cool as like cool, you know what I'm saying? Because it could have been smoothed out like that. And actually, it still probably could. But because of the way things went, and I found out what I found out about this person and their agenda and what their plan was and what they really was thinking about me as an individual, I was like, I think this time that you one of those people that I gotta just be like, you know what? I'll let you go. Go do your thing. I'll stay over here, do my thing. If I see you in public, I might give you a nod. I'm not about to sit and have a conversation because I already know where it's gonna go. I already know what's gonna happen. I already know how it's gonna be. And I knew, and I just disregarded, you know what I'm saying? All of that, all the warning signs, all of it, just so I can get to some point that I didn't even need to get to. That didn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? It turned out to be a waste of my time. Second person, and that person, they know who they are, they know what it is, and like I said, if they, you know, want to take it there, whatever the fuck they want to do, they know where the fuck I'm at. Come see me, hit my line, whatever, you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. It's like I told this next person I'm about to speak of, right before they did what the fuck they did, which I think they were intimidated by that shit, by that one of the, you know, I have multiple statements during the conversation, but I think that statement was one of them that kind of started the gears going in their fucking head, you know what I'm saying, which ended up fucking everything up. Couldn't be at that person's discretion over that shit, so I had to let them go. Second person, I'm believing in them. I'm hearing what they telling me. I'm seeing their conditions, and I'm like, yeah, you seem like the type that's actually receptive to, you know, the real ways of getting things done and blah, blah, blah. And come to find out I was wrong. Once again, my discernment was off. And we got to having a conversation about business, and we had multiple conversations, and I kept noticing all the way up to this point that this person just wants to come up with new ideas, more ideas. New this, new that, new this. I'm trying this. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to try. And then like, that's what's up. That is so fucking what's up. But everything that I heard, I was like, it sound like we need money. It sound like we need equipment. It sound like we need money. It sound like we need equipment to make it happen. The idea is fucking fire. Beautiful ideas. I'm talking about some of the best ideas. This motherfucker came up with some ideas that I want to take and use, but I won't because it was his idea. I'm gonna let him figure out a way to get that done. With as many ideas as the motherfucker come up with, but never actually get started on most of them, other than really small pieces, little snippets of the idea, but never actually getting the whole full idea out and done. Probably ain't never gonna do that shit anyway. But during that conversation, this last one, motherfucker got irritated. He got tired of hearing it's about the money. You're gonna need to get the money. We need to put some money together. We need to money. Every time this motherfucker came up with a new idea, that was my response. Yeah, that's cool. Let's make a pot. Let's put some money together. Make it happen. I believe in you. I trust you. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to put the pot in your house, in your possession. You the one with all the ideas, so I would rather it be in your possession and you put money in the pot, I match that. And you go out and buy the equipment, you go pay for the ads, you do all these fucking ideas that you got, and the money's there. You know what I'm saying? And the money just keeps coming, you know what I mean? Because I don't ever stop getting it. You know what I'm saying? I'm always out here getting money. And the motherfucker couldn't take it. Oh, what the fuck you got? What you got? What you want me to do right now tonight? Nigga, I got money. You got a red cent, motherfucker? Put that shit in them fucking jar and I'll put mine in that motherfucker and we can start this shit tonight. And it'll be right here with you. And whenever you ready, whenever it mature and it becomes something, we'll make it something. No, he wasn't feeling that. Even though I know he was. And I know the truth about the situation, and I ain't gonna put his ass on blast, but he know what the fuck it was. It was other people's opinion of what the fuck I was saying versus what the fuck he was saying, because there was a third party in the room at the time. And I'm paying attention to the whole shit. That's why my statement never changed. I just kept saying what the fuck I was saying because I knew those things were the fucking truth. So there was no need to play that game, you know what I'm saying? But this third party is agreeing with me over him, and they're supposed to be on his side more than anybody else's. And that's what pissed him off, was the fact that this person is like, yup, sure enough. Every time I say, we need to get some money, we need to get the equipment, we need to put money together to make all this shit happen, this motherfucker stay popping off a new idea, another idea. I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about that, and I wanted to build off this, and at the end of it, it's all gonna come together. That's what's up. Because it's actually beautiful, and it actually can work. I know for a fact, homeboy's idea and the system that he's got going on will work, but not without that fucking money. And that money needs to come first. Get the money and just start shelling out them ideas. You know what I'm saying? And in that situation, I was putting myself basically at his discretion by sitting there and offering myself to this person. Like, man, I got you. I'll do this, do that for you. I'll do this, do that for you. We can make it happen. Only to find out this person is envying me. This person is hating me. This person is looking at me like I'm looking down on them because I'm constantly saying the same thing. Money, 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 money. And when they ask me what I got, I say, money. That's what I got. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm going to contribute. That's what and this is not the first time somebody asked me. My own father, after a long period of time of not fucking with this person and trying to rebuild that shit, which is another person that I refuse to be at their discretion, and my discernment let me know, you've been there dealing with this person too long. Let him go. Well, what you doing? What you got going? I've been doing jobs and all it. So have I. That's what I tell my father. So have I. I've been doing jobs. I've been working independently by myself on the same fucking shit that you're doing independently by yourself that we could be doing together and making even more money. You want to hear that shit? You want to hear? I ain't know what the fuck he wanted to hear. I know what the other motherfucker that I started this conversation about was wanting. They wanted me to just sit there and be a yes man. Yeah, man, that shit dope. Yeah. We gonna do that. Yeah. That shit fire. Blah, 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 blah. But I couldn't, because I would have to tell him the truth. Man, we ain't gonna get none of that shit done if we don't get this money. My father, like I said, is just an example of somebody else that was trying to make sure, trying to check me on, well, what the fuck you doing? That's the problem. You motherfuckers is talking about what the fuck I'm doing because you ain't. My father wasn't doing it. Homeboy wasn't doing it. The other homeboy that I talked about in the beginning, he doing something. But I don't know exactly what the fuck he gonna do. I don't even know if he know exactly what the fuck he gonna do. He got so many different things that he can do. That's the worst part. The worst part about this whole situation, these three motherfuckers actually belong together with me as the fourth. Because I know everything about everything that they're doing and everything they want to do. And I've done a lot of it. And a lot of it has went rather good and some of it has went rather bad. But one has all the fucking resources. Got money beyond what most people, like quickly. I got long-term money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Money that as time goes on, it just becomes more, and I don't have to worry about being buried. I don't have to worry about my kids being buried. I don't have to worry about, that's going to happen. I'm good as far as that goes. We're talking about immediate, fast cash right now. This motherfucker got that shit. He got property, shit that this motherfucker owning and leasing and motherfucking, boss position and other spots and all of this. This motherfucker got what it takes to make this shit happen, like today, right now. You make a phone call, supposedly supposedly. Because if I told you the details of the situation, it makes the person sound like they broke or they a liar. But I'm not going to tell you the details to the situation of the business deal that went sour. I'm just going to tell you what this person has told me and what I do know from what I've seen and what I've actually gotten, because they've actually looked out for me in the past. You know what I'm saying? And we're talking about cash money right now, right here, right there. Boom. There you go. Been there with this person like that. So they got it. I know they can get it. But that business deal went bad because they had a different agenda. They had something that they was trying to get out of me more than they was trying to get from me. I know that don't make sense, but information is what they wanted. Not to say I didn't have it. I didn't have it inside my head. I had access to it inside of somebody else's head. I could get it out of their head if I wanted to, but I chose not to, because it's this other person's information. It's something that they worked hard to figure out and figured it out. And if they want everybody else to know it, they would tell them. Whatever. But this person got all the fucking resources. My father got all the fucking experience and some connections. And this person over here has all these fucking new ideas. Think about it. And I am your, common denominator. I'm the connection between all of them. If I could put all of them together, would have had multiple businesses and multiple streams of income coming. But none of them have the personality to be able to do that shit. One is, they all selfish in their own right. You know what I'm saying? Except for they have these moments of giving. You know what I'm saying? But like the best way to describe it is, they got short arms with deep pockets. They so selfish that they selfish to themselves, to where they can't even break down their own selfishness to get something for themselves that they wanted, that they might have needed, but that they wanted. All they have to do is be like, you know what? I know I don't like this right here, this part, but if I deal with this part right here, I'm about to get what I really want. They too selfish to even do that. So I had to let him go. So this is that second video just to let folks know. Never be at nobody's discretion. And it's a mental thing that turns into a physical thing. If you're thinking or you're not thinking about the discretion that you are giving to somebody else, how much control you're giving them over your life and your situation, start thinking about it and start changing the way you're thinking about it. Like I said, that girl blew my mind when she said that shit. Who the fuck said that he was fucking me? Who's the fuck to say I wasn't just fucking him? Who's to say I wasn't using him for what I could use him for, and when it didn't go the way I wanted and I couldn't use him for what I wanted to use him for, now I'm upset that it's over with. I ain't heartbroken because he used me and abused me. How about I was using him, trying to abuse him, and he didn't let it happen. He stopped it. Or he fucked up and ruined it. Think about it. Like, that is another way to look at this situation, to where you won't feel like you got used, you got pushed around, or whatever the case may be. You had a plan, you was trying to execute that plan, and it just did not pan out. So, for all those who check this out and actually see this, like I said, those who are upset about it, upset with me, don't like me, got issues with me, you know where I am, you know what to do. And if you're really about that, you can come see me. If you want to have a conversation, you want to beat me up, you want to fucking kill me, whatever the case may be, go ahead and get it over with. I have 2 kids with autism, and I made them with a woman that ain't exactly the easiest to deal with. And truthfully, at the end of the day, the woman don't even really like me either. Another person that don't like me. My mama don't really like me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm used to it. I like it. I begin to embrace it. I begin to embrace People don't like me. Good. Don't. Stay away from me. I'll stay away from you. It'll be a peaceful, much more peaceful world that way. Because I'm only going to deal with people trying to stick it to me because they don't like me to a degree. Like I told the last dude that ended up deciding he want to snap out and be mad about me trying to tell him it's all about money. It's all about, we got to get the money. Before that happened in that conversation, I let it be known, I don't give a fuck about what people fucking do. Don't fuck with my money. Don't fuck with my life, meaning my physical being, and don't fuck with my kids. You can talk all the shit you want. You can make all the threats you like, and he made one. But he ain't live on that shit, and if he is, he know where I'm at. He know exactly where I live. He know exactly where I work. I actually worked with the motherfucker. So I will be seeing the motherfucker again. Haven't yet, but because I make so much money elsewhere than that fucking spot. We'll see him again. I don't foresee him fucking doing shit about it because I know for a fact that this motherfucker knows in that conversation I was pouring life into him. And he couldn't take it because when you pour life out, those around you that can recognize that it's life, they get attracted to it. They hell yeah, fuck yeah. When somebody say, man, make that money. When somebody say, save that money. Somebody say, invest that money. Somebody say, don't do that. Man, go over here, read that book. Go get that career. That's speaking life. Most folks is going to celebrate that shit. Hell yeah, go to college. Go get your money. Go get your education. Do it the right way, step by step, day by day. Don't rush it. Don't do nothing illegal. Don't hurt nobody. They gonna respond to that. If that's, that's what's in them. They like that. Most positive people, they're gonna go with that. They're gonna want that. This person was hating. He's upset about it. Felt like he was being disrespected when he was actually being honored. That's why I can't deal with that person. And the other person, like I said, they feel like I'm beneath them and that they got a right to treat me any way they want to because they think I'm stupid and they think I ain't got shit and I ain't nobody because I've had so many different issues throughout my time and they've looked out. I let myself be at that person's discretion for real because they were giving me things and doing things for me. And they felt like they was my older brother, they was my daddy, or you know what I'm saying, they was my God or something like that. And you ain't. I don't need your love. I don't need your money. I don't need your respect. I don't need your time. I don't need your friendship. Spent plenty of time without you. I'm gonna spend plenty of time more without you. And I'm gonna be just fine because I'm doing what I gotta do for mine. And like whether they know it or not, when they peep this, a lot of them times when you looked out, I wasn't all the way fucked up like you think. I was preventing myself from being completely and utterly all the way fucked up. I had other options that I could choose that I would have to deal with other forms of bullshit that I was like, man, I would rather not deal with that shit, but this person might not give me so much bullshit and I can still accomplish my goals. I was out there trying to accomplish goals, trying to make things happen with the conditions of what was going on in my life from the choices that I made and from the choices that some people around me made. So I know you don't understand it. I know you don't understand. I know you ain't gonna understand it. But you never actually held me up. You never actually saved me from drowning. I was saving myself by using you as a resource to do so. That's fucked up. You was using me. At the end of the day, every fucking relationship you have in life, that's a major part of it is what can I use you for and what can you use me for? Motherfuckers don't even get with their spouses and actually think about that shit. You using her. You using her for her sex. You using her for her affection. You using her for her brain. You using her for her company, for her companionship, her loyalty, her honesty, her respect. You're using her for that. You like the way it feels when she does that shit. Same on her side. She like it when she fuck that dick. She like it when you take control and handle shit and pay bills and motherfucking make her laugh and sit there and talk about the movie together and take care of y'all kids, ride out, go somewhere, you drive, and whatever the case may be. She like that shit. She using you for what the fuck she can so that way she can feel good because it feel good the way you did it, and because you did it, and because you willing to do it, and blah, 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 blah. We're all using each other. These are basics that motherfuckers don't fucking actually want to pay attention to, and it's cool. Because I ain't got no problem with leaving y'all niggas behind. At all. I'll never talk to you again a day in your life. Easy. And this ain't secluded to just certain folks. Anybody can get it. Only people on this planet at this time, there's 2 people, 2, that can't get rid of me. No matter what they do. I don't give a fuck how far they go. They're gonna have to die. Or I'm gonna have to die. They're gonna have to kill me to get rid of me. And that's my kids. Because they came from me. I created them. It's my creation. That's mine. I don't give a damn what happened. I don't care what crime I commit. I don't care what their mama do, who she do it with. I don't give a fuck what these people around me do, my mama do, her mama do. Y'all can't stop me from being their father and being in their life and being a part of it in the way that I choose. Because I'm going to do that regardless. So, just to let it know, just to be clear, you know what I'm saying? That's really what I meant by being at somebody else's discretion. Because I understand conditions and paychecks and love and care and all of that. I get all of that. But at the end of the day, you have a choice. You ain't got to do that shit. None of it. If you don't want to. And me, this is why they really don't like me. Because I will easily choose not to. And be like, fuck it. Not fuck them, even though that's where they feel. Fuck it. Fuck dealing with it. Fuck going through it. Fuck having it. I can live without it. I can live without you. And I will. And so will you. And you'll be fine. Have a great day. I hope.